Well, here I am at the Ouachita Trail on down by Little Rock, down by Hot Springs, Lake Maumelle area. Just got on the trail. Just got here. Trailhead. I think the trail goes right across the road here. And there it is. On the way. So I'll be checking in with you a little bit. This is Thursday, October 11th. Just got off work and I'm off tomorrow, so I'm going to be gone for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll be back. Never been on this part of the country before. I've always hiked up in northern Arkansas on the Ozark Trail and the Ozark Highlands Trail. So this will be interesting. We'll keep you posted. I'll turn around here. See, the blazes are blue on this trail. There's one there. And there's a sign up here. Let's see if it says anything interesting. Please stay on the trail. Bear country. And here we go. Uphill starting right away. Still climbing, just past the 190 mile marker. That's going the other way. I went 2 miles basically. I started at about mile 192 and I'm going from east to west towards the beginning of the trail. The trail officially actually starts on the west side and goes to the east side. So I'm kind of like doing the PCD from south to north. I'm sorry, from north to south, which would be a SOBO. I'm kind of doing a SOBO, except since I'm going westbound, I guess I'd be a WEBO. Anyway, it's been a really nice day hiking here. A couple hours I've been hiking. It is a little bit overcast. Weather is about 70 degrees. And the sun's like I said, it's overcast. Sun's not beating on me at all. So it's not real sunny, but it's a pretty forest. It really reminds me of more of the Carolinas and Georgia. It's part of the Appalachian Trail and parts of the Foothills Trail that I walked over there while I was at Clemson. The trail looks very similar with roots and rocks, and the trees over here are kind of similar. Really pretty, dense, and you know, hills. No views from in here other than just the nice greenery. I figured about another few weeks all these leaves will be dropping, and some of them are already. Some of them are turning already. You can see a little bit of color in the trees. It's pretty country over here, though. Arkansas, known as the natural state. Very, very pretty to drive through, fly over, look at, hike through. Have a couple of good hiking trails here in Arkansas, the Ouachita being one of them. And then the Ozark Highlands Trail, also a very nice trail up north of here. Also goes east and west. And then going from Arkansas into Missouri is the Ozark Trail. And eventually, someday, they say, they're going to try to connect up some of these trails together to go all the way from Fort Smith, Arkansas, all the way to St. Louis, Missouri. So that'd be a pretty long trail. Anyway, I'm huffing and puffing. Shut it off for a while. I just stopped here for a short water break. Took the pack off for a minute, about 5 minutes. Very quiet out here. I'm about another, oh I know, not even a mile, maybe a quarter of a mile from a shelter, the first shelter on the trail that also is called Nancy Mountain Shelter. I'm not planning to stay in shelters, but that is one. It's kind of like an AT type shelter, lean-to kind of thing, where they have a roof and 3 sides. So I'll take a picture of that when I get there. This is the Nancy Mountain Shelter. That's pretty nice. Log cabin look to it. Little benches. Tin roof, metal roof. You could also pitch tents out here if you wanted to. Picnic table. Fire pit. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, this would be a nice place to hike up to, maybe with a scout troop or something. The trail's back over here. It's just maybe 100 feet off the trail. Back to the trail. Okay, who's the daddy tree? Oh, thought I felt it move. Well, good morning. I made it to camp last night. Tried to hike in the dark, though. I didn't get many videos made. But found a nice campsite here, about 8.5 miles in from last night. And then today, is the goal is just to go as far as I can. I think I'm going to hike till about 6 o'clock. So I just want to test and see how many miles I can actually put in. But I found a nice campsite here, just maybe 100 feet off the trail, and had some dinner in the dark. And I didn't have a campfire or anything. I think we're in a burn ban here in this particular part of the world because we haven't had any rain in a while. And I didn't want to chance it. A lot of pine needles and scruff all over the ground. So I just made some mashed potatoes and Spam and a couple of those cookies that I bought over at the store on the way here. So anyway, good morning. Hope you have a good day. I'll take a few pictures down the trail if I see something interesting. Good morning again on the trail, and just crossing this road right here. And I think there's a shelter up here in a little ways as well. Another shelter. We're at a creek. There's supposed to be a creek up here, a little shelter. And so I'll take a picture of that when I get here. I think this is called Brown Creek. And a nice bridge here. No water in the creek. Not on this side, maybe on the other side over there. I was planning on filling up with water here, but I don't see any. I'll have to check and see where the next one is. But I got about a liter of water left. I can make it a few miles. It's been pretty dry up here in Arkansas. There's up where we live, up in the northern part of the state, we've had a few rainstorms and filled our lakes up a little bit, but down here around Little Rock, around Hot Springs area, not very much rain. They got most of their counties are on a burn ban down here, so they can't, burn. Normally in Arkansas, you can burn your leaves and your tree trimming and stuff out in your backyard if you want. But they have a burn ban right now, so you're not supposed to burn anything. And that would include, I'm sure, campfires. A little ravine here. A lot of blowed down trees. Haven't found too many across the trail. Maybe 4 blowdowns so far since yesterday. Nothing too hard to get around or over or through. This trail goes all the way from Oklahoma to Pinnacle Peak Park in Arkansas. And I'm headed westbound. It's another cool, overcast day. There's no rain expected, but it's been cloudy and temperatures up maybe high around 70. It hasn't been too buggy. Crossed a couple spider webs on the trail that you have to, in Arkansas, that you got to be worried about. Not worried about, you got to take down. They won't hurt you, but they make you flaunch a little bit when you get one in your face. Flaunch, is that a word? I'm making it up. It's when you flaunch, when you flinch and jump and might say a curse word or two. It's called a flaunch. Stairs, stairs, stairs. So we're headed for an uphill slunk right now. Slunk, and that's the same as a slough. I'm about 5 miles into the day. Started to rain a little bit. Not much, just a sprinkle. And I didn't bring any rain gear with me at all. So I didn't bring any rain gear. And it just sprinkled. But I was already wet from sweat, so not too much different there. As long as it doesn't get a downpour here, I'll be fine. Wasn't supposed to rain at all. But that little bit of drizzle might take a little bit of the humidity out of the air. That'd be great. But good day for hiking. I mean, the weather's just perfect. The scenery out here is mostly just woods. Haven't seen really any views. I saw one. I was going to stop and take a picture. I thought, well, maybe it'll get better on closer up, but it didn't. So I'll catch it tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow on the way back. My goal is to walk 15 miles today, probably. And I walked about 9 miles on Thursday. So 15 today, 15 back, and hike it. I'll probably camp at the same place, and I'll do my 9 miles back to the car. And then my wife is traveling this week. I dropped her off at the airport earlier this week. And, well, we live about 2.5 hours from the airport, which is only 30 minutes from here. So I'll finish my hike here on Sunday. Just drive over to the airport, pick her up over there. I told her I'll just be stinky, that's all. One thing about this trail is, this time of year anyway, in a kind of a drought year we're having, there's no water. So there's this pond that is pretty small, and fortunately it doesn't look too murky. It's not scummy on the top. So this is where I'm going to have to draw some water to fill up my water bottles. So yeah, I mean, you can see down, you can see the bottom, so it's clear. I think this is fed by a spring somewhere, but I don't know where the inlet is. So I'll get me some water right here. So I stayed here at the little pond where I got water, and I made myself some lunch today. I was experimenting, so I made pancakes. I carry a skillet with me. Most through hikers are going to laugh at me for carrying a skillet, but last night I had fried spam and mashed potatoes. Today I had a pancake with syrup and butter. I'm carrying a skillet. It's okay. It's just me. Anyway, I'll see you down the trail. Just came about a mile down past maybe a mile and a half down past the pond there, and I'm down by a little dried up creek. There was some pools back there. I could have got some water there, but I'm all filled up from the pond. And the water was It wasn't crystal clear. It was kind of brownish, but it filtered out clear and didn't have a bad taste, so I'm happy with that. Now I'm just kind of walking down along this creek bed, back up. There's some water down there in the creek, so you could get water there. It'd be fine. Just a little ways on up the trail from where I was showing you the creek gets wider and there's a lot of water in there. It's nice and clear. Thinking that would be a pretty good little swimming hole right in there in summertime. And some rocks over there. Yeah, I got some rocks to jump off of and cool off in that water. That'd be a cool place in the summertime. Can't tell if there's any fish in there or not. The rocks are pretty cool the way they're kind of in there at an angle. Makes you wonder how it all got done, right? Must have been an earthquake or something. Glacier, who knows? Look how those rocks are pushed up on an angle. I guess the trail goes across there. I see the blue blaze on the other side. I guess we walk across. I just looked up what this place is called. This is called Crystal Prong Creek. Crystal Prong Creek. And we do go across those rocks right there. And there's some tent sites somewhere close by. Of course, it's too early for me today, but maybe another day. Good morning. It's Saturday morning, and I slept in today. I did my 15 miles yesterday, and I got to a campsite, set up. I was in bed early, maybe way before 9 o'clock, I think. But it was so windy and cold last night, and I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't sleep very well. It was cold. But like this morning when I finally did get warm, I slept in until about 8. So I hit the road about 8:30. And so that means I did my 15 yesterday. I got to do 15 miles today as well. So I'll be doing that. I've got 1 liter of water to last me about, I'm thinking it's about 5 or 6 miles back to that place that I crossed over on those slanted rocks. I'll get water there. Anyway, there's the trail, the same as it was yesterday. Ouachita Trail. It goes from Oklahoma to Arkansas. Nice trail to hike. I mean, there's a lot of elevation. For me, it's a good training hike for the PCT. This is not my official announcement for the PCT, but I'm planning to hike the PCT in 2024. My original plan, if you watch any of my other videos, I was going to walk it in 22, I think. And then I canceled out because we had a lot of family things happening that year. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, etc. So I thought, okay, I'll wait 1 year. So I was going to do it in 23. And then some contract opportunities came up at work. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to push it off 1 more year. So, but 2024 has pretty much got to be the year. I'm going to be 77 years old next year. And I think if I'm going to do it, I got to do it. So I hope you'll follow along, those of you that are following these. Just see if I can make it. I'm going to make it. There's only 2 things that keep me from not making it. It's going to be a serious injury or death. So I'm going to make it. You have a great day. I'll see you on down the trail. I got 4 miles in, taking a little break here, and just kind of looking around at the scenery. It's really kind of almost on the top of this little rise. There's mountains over there. Just mostly a green forest, but you know, it's very peaceful. The wind's blowing. It blowed really hard wind last night, and it's been blowing all morning, but just nice breeze, keeps you cool. We just had a long climb here. You have the top of this little ridge here. This is yesterday where I said I thought there was a pretty view across the mountains. It's not like Preacher Rock and on the AT, or it's not like somewhere up in the PCT, but it's pretty. Got the clouds over there, the mountain all the way over there. So on my way back, I've done 8 miles now from the campsite. And so my goal is to do 15, so I can, you know, end up with the same I got yesterday. We'll see. That's where I was looking yesterday. That's pretty. I bet in the summertime, in the wintertime when the leaves are all off, but this is pretty pretty up here. You got to see some wildlife on every trail. Go, little guy. Hey there. All right, so I made it to my campsite. Did my 15 miles today, and the campsite I wanted to go to is it's a campsite that's available to car campers as well. And when I walked by it, I was so tired and I wanted to be there so bad. I went by and there were people camped there, and I thought, yeah, crap. So I came up about another, I don't know, 2 miles, I guess. Looking left and right, I'm on this slope like this. I'm thinking, there's no way I can camp there. I'm looking, where is there a place? Where is there where's there like a, you know, where a tree is, where the you know, the tree goes down, like in that tree maybe has a well, anything. I would take anything. I was so tired. But I kept looking. And then finally I looked down the hill and I thought I saw something way down the hill. So I walked down there and it was flat, but had these big boulders, you know, sticking up out of the ground. And I thought, that's not good. So I kind of walked along down there, walked back up towards the trail, and I found this campsite has a fire pit and everything, so I'm having a fire tonight. Let me switch the fire. And there's my tent over there. If I don't fall off my rock here. There's my tent. And the trail is just like right there. It's maybe 100 feet away. So if I had come a little farther down the trail, I would have saw this. But no, I walked. Let me show you where I walked. I walked all the way down there, because I was on the trail over there, and so I'm walking, I'm looking, I'm seeing, okay, there's that big rock down there, and it might have a little flat spot right in front of it, which it did, but it had rocks in front of it. So I walked on there, and I just started walking up this way, and I thought I saw this, and it was flat. And so here's the area I'm in. It's like, there's my tent, there's my campfire. You'll notice I've got my bear canister. It's not required here in this area, but since this is a PCT training hike and shakeout hike, I wanted to carry it just to see how heavy it is. It's not that heavy. I mean, is it that much heavier than an Ursack? Yeah, maybe a pound heavier, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, that's just me talking. There's my ramen and chicken, waiting for it to cool down so I can eat it. There's my fire. This is my last. I just put enough in there just to last about an hour or so. I'll let it die down, then I'll put it out, make sure it's good and out, and then I'll hit the sack. And it's still light right now, and it is about 6:15, something like that. And it's been a good day, been a good hike. I did my 15 each way, so I've got about 10 miles left to go to the car. So that'll be cool. So I got about close to 50 miles for this weekend trip, and wanted to shoot for. I wanted to make sure I could do a 15-mile day. Really, if you're going to do the Pacific Crest Trail, if you can't do 12 miles a day minimum, you're probably, I don't know, you're probably not going to make it, because if you do the math on how many miles it is and how many days it are available, between snow seasons, 12 is not going to do it. 15, you got to be able to do, the way I look at it, you have to average 15 miles a day. So that's my goal for the Pacific Crest Trail next year. When I get my next month, this is October 24th, we can register for the permit, and then in November 14th is the first day that they release the permits. So I will shoot for a permit on that day and get the day that I want. I want March 24th. That's the day I've been planning on for 3 years now. So if I can't get that date, I'll take whatever date I can get, and then there's another release in January, and I'll try to get the date I want in January. But if I don't even get a date, this is my year. I'm going, even if I have to get local permits. So, be wishing for me. Hang in there, and hope you have a great evening. I will chat a little bit tomorrow and try to close out the video. Sometimes I do these videos, and on the last day I don't take any videos, and I just stop. And so it's like, well, did you make it back to the car? I don't know what happened. So anyway, I'll try to finish this one off when I get back to the car. Tomorrow night at 10 o'clock at night, I have to pick up my wife at the Little Rock Airport and take her back to home, which is 2.5 hours away up in Horseshoe Bend. So I'll try to get some sleep in the car when I'm waiting for her to come in. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Well, it's Sunday morning on my way back out to the car. I've gone about 3 miles so far. Just crossed that bridge. There's a little creek. I think I've only got about, I don't know, maybe 6 miles left to go to the car, something like that. It's been a really nice hike. If you're a hiker and you're looking for a trail, the Ouachita Trail is a good one. It's challenging and it's got some ups and downs. I guess I would recommend that you calculate your water carefully. I carried 2.5 liters most of the time, and it was just enough because at this time of year, and we haven't had any rain in a while. When it rains a lot, those little creeks fill up and then you can get some water, but I had to carry it, and I had to dip out of that kind of dirty looking pond, but it turned out okay. The water tasted fine, and it was clear after I filtered it. I'm a little surprised at the weather. I thought it was going to be in the 80s, the whole trip, and I don't think it's got above 75. It's been chilly at night. Yesterday it was about 50 when I got up. Today it was about 54 when I got up. And it's October. Today is October 15, I think. It's cool, clear. I don't know, it kind of looks like there might be a little overcast up there because it's already like 9:30 and not much sunshine through. I totally missed that eclipse yesterday. I don't know if I was just thinking it was a cloud passing over or what, but I guess it was partial, what they call a ring of fire eclipse. We're supposed to see a little bit of it here, but I totally missed it. My wife told me to take eclipse glasses to look at it, which I forgot to do, and then I never saw it anyway, so there you have it. Well, hello there. It is Sunday afternoon, and I made it. I did my miles all the way back to the car, and I just made it back here 5 minutes ago. I was really traveling fast that last. I had to go about 9 miles, and I was going 3 miles an hour, so it only took me 3 hours to make it all the way back here. So anyway, that was pretty good. That kind of explains why it was so hard on the way there, because I was getting tired on the way there. So this is on the way back. My legs were accustomed, for one thing, and two, the trail was mostly level or downhill coming back, so it was easy to do 3 miles an hour. Anyway, I'll wrap this up here now and get it posted in a couple of days. I got one, I think, from May. I haven't posted yet, so I'll post it at the same time. You guys take care, and I'll see you down the trail, and at some point, I'll catch you on the PCT.